Hello everyone, I am Desiree, your host, and this is my About Me series that I tried to do every Sunday. I messed up, of course, and didn't. There were a few Sundays I missed, but ended up having to go somewhere. So, today, today is going to be just titled YouTube. Because I realized there's a lot of stuff about me that could honestly be incorporated into YouTube. So, um, some stuff, if you obviously if you watch my channel, you may not know because I've never talked about or really done in a video. And some stuff I have. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so something a little bit about me that you might not know is when I think I think it was mostly middle school. It was the early 2000s. Um, no, it would have been high school. I was going into high school. Just going into high school, probably the roundabout time. Early 2000s, and you still put stuff onto VHS tapes. Well, at least I did. Me and my friends, I would borrow my dad's camera and make videos. Me and my friends doing some of the stuff we did is stupid. I did find a video that had some stuff in it and showed my editing skills, putting clips of stuff together, and uh, I'll explain the video because I'm not going to show it just because one of the people in it has passed away, and some of the stupid stuff I don't want to jeopardize or make anyone look bad. I don't want to make anyone look bad, because a lot of people look at social media and stuff for people where they work and stuff. They see this kind of stuff, and so basically, it was me and some friends. We do stupid shit, and what I do is I put like little, they would pretty much be skits, uh, live action skits, because we didn't, you know, we did well, one of us would do characters and stuff, but we didn't, do this whole it was just live action stupidity. I'd say comedy. It was funny to us at the time. Uh, so we had these little skits, and then I recorded a lot of driving. So in between each clip or skit type thing, I put the driving piece, and I had a song that would play during the driving part. So it'd be like, all around me are familiar faces. I don't even remember the intro. It was something stupid, but like I said, I'm not gonna share the video just out of respect for the people in it. I wouldn't know how to get a hold of most of them anyways. And, yeah, I want to be respectful on that part. So, and then I have old videos I filmed of family members where it's cousins really, and we did our stupid shit, and I sound so stupid in the video, so we're not sharing those. But I wanted to talk about them because, you know, well, YouTube. The main part about YouTube is making videos and posting them. So, obviously, I gotta talk about that a little bit. But I used to record a lot of stuff with my dad's camera. I think at one point I really wish I had my own, uh, and I didn't. So I always had to borrow his. But back then they came on little. So I'm sorry if I go anywhere out of the screen. It's a really cheap camera that I picked myself up a while back, and I can't turn the screen, so I can't really see where I'm at until I do kind of a playback. So I'm gonna assume I'm in this frame of some sort that's really small. Um, I should have said that at the beginning. I guess I could always. Anyways, so the wind is blowing today, so I keep having to pause my recording because you're being. Anyways, so as for home movies, no, I really, really loved recording stuff. I mean, back then I never thought about doing like actual skits. It's not something. The group of friends I was in, we skateboard and rollerblade and biking and like BMX type biking. I worked on bikes and uh, skateboards and stuff like that. And I was a really active person. I was always out and about. I played my video games, but didn't really, sit there on a computer like I do nowadays. I've been doing a lot of yard work recently, and that's getting me back outside. Uh, but we were, into Viva La Bam and Jackass and stuff like that. So we did stupid stuff, lighting skateboards on fire and then jumping on them and jumping off because your pant leg caught on fire or almost caught on fire. Stupid stuff. Uh, I don't recommend. I'm not posting this to say, hey, go out and do some stupid shit when you're young because when you get older, hey, you're not gonna do it. No, 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 no. Don't do stupid stuff. Uh, do enjoy being younger, but don't do stupid stuff. Especially nowadays, It's a different world from when I was younger. Um, Doing stupid stuff is just not a good idea nowadays. Uh, but I mean, there were a lot of different things I filmed, and I'm gonna move into those slowly. I have my little notebook of a list of things because there's like 11 subjects or 10 subjects or whatever, and a lot of them are combined. There's a bunch of subjects in this book. Another thing I know might come off a little weird and stuff like, really? That's a little on radio. Um, I used to pretend I was on a radio station. I had a karaoke machine. I think my dad bought me. It had 2 cassette discs on it. You could record yourself and put music in there and sing to it. I used to pretend I was on the radio, so I would, I don't even remember what I called the station. I wish I still had all that stuff, so, I could recall, but I can't. We doing this again? I come back out here after I get a new card, and now the wind wants to pick up. Get your own YouTube channel, Wind. Anyways, so as far as the radio goes, I used to, I'd just be like, "This is Desiree, and you're listening to blah blah blah," and I think I would read like articles from magazines as a story or something like that, and then be like, "All right, now let's listen to some NSYNC, Tearing Up My Heart," and then I'd play the song. I think I did this also for. I want to say I used one of those little tape recorders at some point for doing this too, but I could be wrong. Um, so I'd just be like playing the music, and I'd be all jamming out to it. And obviously not like that. Anyways, so and then when I got more into the internet and playing MMO mainly. At that time, I was only playing City of Heroes. Uh, I was part of a community within City of Heroes. It was an online radio station, the Cape Radio, which I think they were still around later on, but it was a bunch of different people. But So I tried getting into that, but I didn't have good internet back then, so I couldn't do it. So I never did that. So I only had that moment as a younger Desiree where I sat there and talking to a microphone in my room by myself. Yep, by myself. Like what I'm doing right now, except. And you know, the funny story is I'm still. Well, I moved back into that house that I actually did all that recording in. Alright, so, yeah. On to the next subject. Alright, moving into the next subject. Talk shows. It's gonna be so weird hearing about any of this stuff. You're gonna be like, what the heck is this? Alright, perfect. Talk shows. So I had, this is back in, this goes even further back. I think this is the 5th or 6th. It's when I played, I was actually in basketball. I had this group of friends, of course, when we got in high school. It's one of those things like, I don't know you anymore. So I didn't hang out with those people anymore. I'm one of the uncool, unpopular people, and they were higher up in ranks. That's the kind of stuff that happens. But, not to everyone. Not to everyone. Anyways, so, this group of friends actually introduced me to Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I love that. Love it! So, they would come up, and, we would record. See, this is actually more of a skit than, the stupid jackass type videos we did. That was more of a performance of being just stupidity. So we'd make this talk show, and, we'd talk about birds, because at the time, I want to say my grandparents were staying, this is before they moved into the house that's next door. So, I don't like that light being there. As long as it's not on the lens, I guess. Just blinding me. Okay. But, my grandparents were here, so we'd use their birds, and I'd sit there and interview them, and they would sit there and, talk to me about, this bird is, endangered, or whatever it was. I don't know. It was so long ago. I don't even know if I have footage of it. Not that I would show, because a lot of that stuff I made in those videos, I couldn't really get a hold of anyone, so it would be really, really hard to show a lot of it. And as well, some of it would probably be kind of inappropriate for YouTube, and I don't care about the getting demonetized or being able to monetize or whatever, but I do. Oh, what? Why? Please let me finish this video. I'll just stop this until it's done. Alright, so I forgot where I was. I was talking about talk show. Okay, so they introduced like the bird as the endangered species, whatever. So that's about as far as that went. It was just pretend, but a lot of that stuff that I did when I was younger, if I had known I was so into it as much as I was, maybe I could have gotten to YouTube a little bit sooner and actually doing stuff like that. Shit happens. Anyways, so let's move on to the next subject. There was I think I might have talked about this in my art, about me, but there was a point in time I was going through this phase. I'd take a picture every day, and then I'd Photoshop it, and it would go up on my Facebook. This is the first time was on Facebook before I deleted my account and recreated it. I ended up recreating my account so my dad could talk to me. That was when I was living in Florida. I don't know how. I don't remember how long I did that for, but I did that for a bit. Um, Now I got into Instagram way late. And I really like Instagram because I really like taking pictures. That's one thing that probably a lot of people don't know about me. Is I really, really, I don't have I have my phone. That's about as far as it goes for camera equipment. Uh, I like, I have taken some outdoor photos. I'll probably show them if I can find them. I'll put them over my face or something while I'm talking. I this last winter I took pictures. Oh, maybe it was in the springtime. Maybe it was already spring. I took pictures of some of the areas up here in the snow, and I really, really, really liked how they came out. I took a picture of a tree that's a little over there, and I put some Instagram filters on it because I wanted to give it that kind of a creepy vibe, and I was really happy with how it came out. Uh, I love taking pictures. I even I like taking pictures of myself, but I never tell. I don't really tell people about that because I don't want to come off as self-absorbed or have this huge ego or something, which I don't. Anyways, um, so I even really like taking pictures of myself. Um, I To do a really good Instagram photo, think I took like 35 pictures, and I think I posted a handful of them. But I didn't have I have a selfie stick now, which probably would have been easier for some of the poses I did. Uh, when I was modeling for my pictures, it's really hard because I have to hold the phone, but I have to hold it in a way that it doesn't look like I'm holding it. It looks like maybe somebody's up close taking a picture. Um, and I think maybe I'll post the picture I'm talking about. I really, really, really liked it. Maybe I'll post a couple of them. Um, and this goes back to when I was 13. Uh, I went on a cruise, and I had this picture, and a, a lot of people thought I was a lot older than I was. I was 13, but I look like, to some people, I guess I look like I'm about 35 or something. I look really old. If I have have it on my computer, I'll post it. Uh, but I think it was after that point. That was when I was living with my mom up over in Virginia. We went down to Florida and I went on a Caribbean cruise, which was probably one of the greatest experiences of my life. One of them. I've had a lot of great experiences in my life, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Um, when I was 13, uh, I almost, I didn't have the money for it, but I was going to be a model. And I had a high interest in modeling, and I think that's why I like taking the pictures of myself. I don't, I don't obviously have a lot of friends at least that live by. I don't have, somebody that can stand there and take pictures of me, and you know, and I really like doing using Photoshop, so I Photoshop my own pictures. I'm not good enough to use the Liquify tool to make me look like I have a nice looking body. Not that I want to show off being fake or anything. Um, so, yeah, there's that. Anyways, now that we've got that down, let's move on to the next subject. Alright, so the next subject is acting and dance. I know, I'm like in all kinds of fucking areas here, and it's just like, Jesus. I don't like saying I have all these skills and talents, because it's just like, I don't think I'm very good at doing a lot of stuff. And even though people are just like, oh, no, wow, you're so talented. I can't. I never see the talent in my own work. So, in high school, I moved to a school that had a drama club. So, I tried drama. I never got to be, I dropped out of school. There's just elephant in the room. I dropped out of school, and in the end ended up going to Job Corps, and I got my GED. Well, I started my GED before I went to Job Corps, but I finished getting it when I went. Anyways, so the acting exercises I did do, I actually got good grades. I had a very on a note the teacher wrote on one of my grade, you know, I guess you'd be like evaluation papers, evaluating how the person's doing in certain areas of the acting. I had a very strong stage presence, and that really stuck with me, because this is like, you know, it's like, well, you know, it makes sense, because there's a lot of stuff I do where I've performed, you know, I've done this, done that, which the next thing kind of goes along with this is dancing. When I was in 4th grade, I think it was fourth or fifth. I think it was 5th. 6th grade was basketball. 5th grade, there was a dance class at this other school. I've been to so many different schools, so that probably explains why I don't have a lot of friends I've had since childhood. Dance. I had a dance class, and so everyone had pairs. See, I wasn't always great about making friends, but when I did, I had the friends I did have, you know, it was great, you know, got along really well. So we had this dance class, and out of all the people or kids in that group or in that class, I was the only one that did a dance by myself, and I don't remember it very well, other than the dancing part. Probably my nerves or whatever just got to me, and but I don't even have the video for this anymore. But apparently, from what I've been told, I was the only one that got a standing ovation, and I think part of it had to do. Wind, go away, go away. No one wants you here. Please go away. Let me finish my video. Let me finish my video. Anyways, so the wind's gonna be kind of a dick. So we're just gonna pause this before my batteries die, and I don't have any batteries to put in my camera, because this isn't what kind of battery you charge. Alright. So apparently I was the only one that got a standing ovation. I don't remember that part, but I danced to Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. I had a black sequence dress with a not frilly, but layered shiny blue skirt part to it. It was like a corset dress type thing. My mom helped fit to me. Anyways, so there's that. And when I was in high school, towards the years before I dropped out, I actually used to record myself dancing. So I was like dancing to the thong song and stuff, which I don't even know what happened to the tape. So yeah, I don't even have proof of doing it, but I did it. Not that I'd want to show the proof of me doing it. Anyways, so that's it for the subject. Let's move on to the next area. I don't know why I snapped. I'm not gonna make anything disappear. Alright, so in a past video, I had done a couple videos where I was trying to do like fake special effects makeup, and turn that a little bit, and like I did trick some people on Facebook, and they thought it was real. And what I did is I mashed up a bunch of eyeshadows and took some like lip gloss and some I don't remember what I used for the blood. I think Kool-Aid or something. And I made up my own mixture, and it was real. Like, I made it look like my leg had been burnt, so like severely burned, scraped. Well, it looked real to people that asked what happened. Um, and I'd never done like any kind of like special effects, makeup or anything, but I did enjoy that. Um, I've thought about trying to do another one of those videos where I just try to do some kind of random crazy thing using regular makeup. And keep in mind, I'm not like some professional makeup beauty guru. I don't, okay, this is a blush brush, and then this is a small brush, kind of. That's just who I am. Alright, so that's simple. There's not much to talk about to it, because I'm a professional. Next, instruments. I have played a few instruments. There was actually a music class. This is again when I was in like 5th grade. We had to play each instrument, and so in that class I played a little bit of the violin, the trumpet. I can't remember if there was any other ones. I think that was the class that got me into the clarinet, because I did end up being in band, playing the clarinet. I didn't do it for long. Like, I probably couldn't pick the clarinet up and play right away. I'd have to relearn a lot of stuff. So I did play the clarinet, and also the guitar, not the drums. I also played the electric guitar, and that's a long story what happened to that, but I was actually teaching myself. I wasn't doing too bad, but that's as far as that went. Moving on to the next subject, and let me look, I think it's the last subject. Music and singing. Now I want to make this last because, well, because I wanted to. Singing. I was in choir. I really, really like to sing. I don't normally sing in areas where people can hear me. I have in the past. I think I removed all of the videos. I might have kept the Red Solo Cup parody, but I don't sing the way I do when I'm by myself on camera. I've never done it. So when I try to sing for the camera, I guess I kind of freak out, because I know all these, I know not all these people. I know people that watch the video. These people are gonna see me, and I guess I kind of choke. So I don't feel like I sing to my full potential when doing that. I thought about gaining the nerves and finally just fucking doing it. I guess I'm just afraid to do that stuff. Now, that's how singing goes. Music. I'm, as far as like instruments and singing go, I am really into music. I actually have a song I wrote a lot of songs that I've never put music to or sang or anything. There was one song in particular I did sing to my friends and stuff, and everyone really liked it and said I did a good job. I gave the lyrics to my dad, and he actually made it into a song. He sang it, which I'm thankful for, that he made it into a song. It was originally meant to be sung by a girl, and it's, you give your lyrics to someone, and it might not, as far as like note-wise, like musical, not the lyric necessarily the lyrics, but music might come out different, which is fine, because I still think it came out really good. And I think the music part, I get that from my dad, because he's made a couple CDs. He's, most people wouldn't know about his music, which is a bummer. I really like the music that he's made. I think it's funny and stuff, but he did make that song on one of his CDs, and which is really cool. With all the stuff that he ended up going through, he doesn't really make music anymore, which is kind of a bummer, and it makes me kind of sad, because I was hoping that the day I would come back, move back over this way, I could sing one of his songs, but I never got the chance to. So, but he's wrote and not produced, but made a few songs. He had a band help him with I think the first CD, maybe the second, the first, because I think he's only made 2. The first they helped him with, the second one he did, and he played the drums. So I think that's pretty much like the art, like drawing and stuff, comes from my mom, and the music comes more from my dad. But yeah. And as far as the acting goes, there is some people in the family tree farther back that I am related to. Like, I want to say Abbott, if you've heard of Abbott and Costello, but Abbott, that he's from my mom's like family tree. He's farther back, but I'm pretty sure that she's told me, and that would explain like the acting and comedy type stuff, because I like to make people laugh, even if I say something that makes me look bad and stupid. And then overall, I'm done talking about everything. This is my, the last about me. So I want to thank you guys for those of you that have watched all these videos, and anyone in the future that might see them. If I could find some serious motivation, maybe one day I'll get all the stuff I want to do done, or I'll have a place where I can actually sit there and make costumes and stuff, and I could just do all these random videos. But such is life. But that was fucking weird. Anyways, so thank you all for joining me. And the wind, apparently, because he's got to keep making a fucking appearance in my video, go away. Go away, wind. You're just ruining this special moment for me. Talking to them. Now, don't start attacking them. So, I don't know if I've been out of camera for most of this. I apologize if I have. I will talk to you guys in the next video of whatever I make, which will probably be more gaming, unless you guys want to see something else. I'm always up for something you guys might want to see. And I will say this, after seeing Shane going and talking to Bunny, Graveyard Girl, it's kind of inspiring, because, I've noticed there's some stuff that she does that I do, like, that she does that I have been doing. Like, at some point I stopped doing, getting all fancy and dressing up and putting makeup on, and I'm nowhere near at Bunny's status. No, I'm not even saying that. Just like my motivation wise. Anyways, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Time in all of our lives when nothing seems to go right for me and you, and all the world frowns upon us. That's when we need our friends the most. Someone who will sit and listen to your problem. Maybe they'll add a word or two of advice. They have problems too. So this is what it comes down to. Friends need friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. Friends need friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. So you owe that friend some of your time for when your friend listens to you. 'Cause when you listen to their problems, that is what a true friend would do. Friends need friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. Friends need friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. Friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. Friends need friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. When you listen to them, for the moment all our problems are gone. It's nice to know that someone is there, so when you need help, you're not alone. Friends need friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. Friends need friends who give a helping hand when you're down to the lowest point in life. They can help you off the ground. Friends need friends who give a helping